Today's topic, Korean stereotypes about America. Please answer us honestly.
안녕하십니까. 저는 프레스캇 님입니다.
Hey everybody, my name is Vaughn and I'm from America.
안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 라이언입니다. 미국 사람이고 음악가예요.
저는 미국에서 온 세벤입니다. 반가워요.
만나서 반가워.
Okay, so first I'll ask you stereotypes that Koreans have. For the disclaimers, we collect all these stereotypes from our channel's community.
Oh, okay, you guys got from the comments?
We ask our subscribers with anything you have, regardless of the levels. Questions can be a little bit aggressive, a little bit racist.
You're gonna ask aggressive questions to me? What the
First one, Americans are loud and good at interfering.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Americans are loud.
Only until I came to Korea did I notice that.
especially like in public places.
I'll just be talking with my friends and I'll notice I'm yelling.
And if you see something that you don't like that's happening,
We like to interfere.
I say it loudly, directly, and if something is bothering me, I interfere and deal with it. I feel like Korean people never do that. They'll just shy away from that.
So second, Americans don't know geography.
I'm trash at geography. Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, that's so sad.
I would say bonbon.
I know geography because I'm a genius, but like I'd say the majority of,
I know all the East Coast states, West Coast states. The middle, I don't really know.
Number three, Americans eat fast food and obese.
Yes.
Yes,
We eat a lot of fast food.
Not all of us are obese.
There are tons and tons of healthy people in America, super fit people.
You will see a lot of bigger sized people.
I see when I walk around Korea, generally people are kind of skinnier looking. When I look around in America, people are more chunky, can't really define the shape, potato.
we do have people on the worst end, but we also have people on the high end.
But a lot of us eat fast food.
I don't personally, but it's disgusting. I say after I just fucking pounded some hamburgers. I usually don't. I'm not gonna defend myself.
Every American have a gun.
No, not true.
I wish this was true. Actually, there are more guns in America than people. The average person owns like 1.4 guns or more. I have 2 guns.
You have to do it state by state. For example, in Massachusetts, where I'm from, you can't even have airsoft guns shipped to your house. It's illegal. But then you drive over to Maine and you can buy a gun at a Walmart. Colorado, I saw a bunch of people with guns on their side.
Pocket, in their car, just in the baby stroller, everywhere. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just because America is probably the most relaxed country in the world in terms of gun ownership.
There are also many Americans who are anti-gun and would never own one.
5. Americans are all optimistic and like to dream big.
I think this is a huge thing that Korean people should also learn from Americans.
I think it's true.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
America, there's generally a mindset of like, we can do anything.
Because, you're taught you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want.
And you might fail, so we have a lot of homeless people, but we also have a lot of people who figure things out, and that's why America is America.
I feel like a lot of Korean people are so fatalistic. They're like, our whole life we have to live in like Haeulchosan and like put your best foot forward, but they were so fatalistic about it.
Americans think they are the center of the universe.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, yes we are. Copernicus was wrong. It wasn't necessarily the sun, it's the United States of America, land of the free.
I don't think we think we're the center of the universe, but we have a very individualistic mindset.
But honestly, if you think about it in kind of more serious sense, America is kind of the center of the world because American media is so dominant everywhere.
A lot of money, it has a lot of power, it has a lot of influence.
In terms of every other country in the world, America is kind of the center.
Americans only speak English.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like that.
We speak a lot of different languages there. English is the main language, but you're taught to know many languages too.
First of all, so many Americans did not grow up in America. They grew up in other countries where they speak another language.
You're supposed to take like Spanish or French in high school.
But I took 2 years of Spanish and I barely know Spanish.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't care about it because you only need English.
I think that's true too. They think that they know English. Sometimes it's like, why do I need to learn any other language?
Americans love small talk.
Yeah, it's true. I love small talk. I talk to everybody all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look how much I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could also call this bullshitting. 수다쟁이 많아요.
If there's any awkward moment, you have small talk.
I went to the bank, I had a 30-minute conversation with him. I learned about this guy's family, his wife and kids, his plans for like vacation. I like that. I also think this is something Korea should do.
I wish though, because I'm lonely and I want to meet new friends.
Then is there a time when you don't want to have
If I'm hungover or if I don't really know you that well.
Maybe when I'm busy, I'll be like, listen, I gotta go.
In business meetings and calls,
Like I go into a store and I'm trying to buy something. If the worker starts talking to me, then I feel pressure.
You can just tell people to f off too. It's your right to do that.
American tourists all look like this.
That's pretty accurate. I'm just gonna say yeah.
This is a very specific stereotype.
middle-aged and above tourists taught to wear a wallet on their waist so that they don't get robbed.
Americans are open-minded.
What do you mean by open-minded?
I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're very open-minded, for the most part.
Americans are exposed to so many cultures, not just through media, but right next door. I had many different types of friends. I never even worked at a single company with only men or only white people or only young people or only American.
Like sometimes if people ask me are you open-minded? I'm actually kind of offended by it because like it's a question you get a lot if you're trying to date.
Americans can have sex with anyone if they agree.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you give consent, just have sex.
I think so.
However, it does happen a lot in Korea. People just don't talk about it.
Like hookup culture, kind of? Oh yeah, America has big hookup culture. You meet somebody and you just, boom, boom, boom.
Like I think also like young Koreans do it a lot too. So it's not really necessarily different between Korea and America.
Korea has hunting ba and pocha. I've never seen that until I came here.
America is the land of opportunity and freedom.
It is.
Yes.
Opportunity and freedom.
I think it's true.
So America undeniably has a lot of economic opportunities. It has a lot of personal level freedoms. But at the same time, it also has problems.
It depends on where you live. Freedom too, sadly.
I think it's the easiest to become a millionaire from a poor person or an immigrant in America, anywhere in the world.
13. Americans don't afraid of revealing their gender identity.
Like I said, I think it depends on the state, but like now, yeah, like you can kind of just be whoever you want to be.
Evidently, this is true. I'm from the Gupa, old school. I think there's just two genders, but whatever, nowadays.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit too unafraid.
I would say this is no. It's difficult for people. Sometimes there are very extreme actions.
It's interesting because America is really free and like you can say anything, but also people get really offended. So people try and shut down certain conversation topics, like this social justice debate that's going on in America. It really annoys me, that culture.
So 14. Americans say ni hao to any Asian.
No, not true at all.
That I'm gonna say no.
I think ignorant ones do.
I'm pretty sure most Americans don't know ni hao.
If you do that, I would say you're probably trying to make a mean joke.
Some people, sure. Some people call me Kojengi, that's okay.
Drug dealing is common in schools.
I think it's really common.
I would say true.
In schools, I don't think so.
Drugs are great. They should be dealt. Not in schools, but
But it is common or easy to get drugs.
Somebody is going to be selling it.
Many high schoolers get drugs.
What level, like Breaking Bad level, or just?
I hope not, but maybe some schools, yeah. But like marijuana is probably like the most common.
And next one is curiosity that Koreans have.
I'm ready, bring it on.
Are all Americans big?
big?
Compared to other countries, yeah.
A lot of things are bigger.
I can't.
Do you go up to bed with your shoes on?
What? I hope no one does that.
Oh no, hell no, not me.
I recently heard this. No, never.
But I walk in my bedroom, anywhere in the room with my shoes on.
In my house, we don't wear shoes in the house.
My family's half Korean, so we have like some Korean rules in our house.
사실 저 어렸을 때부터 우리 부모님 신발 벗게 되었어요. When I came to Korea and everyone told me about the shoe culture, I thought, that doesn't sound Asian to me at all.
Really? In America? I don't believe it.
Do Americans really use voicemail?
Like years ago, voicemail was really popular, but I don't really know anyone with a voicemail now.
Not really. I would say older generation.
My parents do.
I think a lot of these movies that people are watching are maybe from an older time period, like early 2000s or something. I'd say like voicemail is mostly used for business purposes.
Are friends with benefits common in States?
I think friends with benefits is really common.
Yeah, friends with benefits is normal.
I guess so.
Maybe. I've never had that. I know that the dating apps are really huge in America.
Because you don't want anything, but like you like that person enough.
First friends with benefits, then dating.
When Americans become adults, do they live independently of their parents?
Yes.
Usually, that's like the standard.
And it's tough because you're still a kid, you make a lot of mistakes moving out, but I think it gives you a lot of important skills.
It's really normal for Americans to move out of their parents' house, even as early as 18 years old.
Like I moved out when I was 17, 18. I only moved back in before I came to Korea.
But nowadays, people are living more with their parents for longer because houses are getting expensive and stuff.
Students in football club and cheerleader clubs are all bullies.
No, that's so dumb. But I mean, maybe some of them.
Probably from the movies, footballers and cheerleaders. I wouldn't say necessarily bullies.
When I was a kid, it was like that.
Just because they have the status in the school, it's easier for them to be bullies because they're popular.
But nowadays, I think it's a little more normalized.
How you feel after you listen and discuss about stereotypes that Koreans have?
Some I have experience, some I don't have experience, but it's really fun.
Great, I think some of them were like really legitimate questions. Some of them were just so funny.
Because a lot of them are true, and then some of them it's kind of shocking that it's not the same here. Like having a friends with benefits or something like that. I want to know more.
I like talking about America. I like talking about Korea. I like talking about the differences.
All right, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any more questions, drop them down below, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for hearing my perspective. Ciao.
Thank you.
Adios. Yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing. They're like, does everybody in Korea eat kimchi every day? Actually, that's kind of true. A lot of people in Korea eat kimchi every day, but